Okay, here's another Senate mission. Now this mission is to, can I move that at all? Okay, I never knew that minimize button was there. Okay, now that mission is to take this settlement here, which was what I was going to do anyway, and they seem to have moved their army into my land. I don't want to declare war of them right now because I haven't got enough armors, so I'm going to have to move my navy there to be able to put my units on there. Yeah, I haven't got enough troops to be able to, you know, fully take them on yet. Okay, but I am going to take this Carthaginian city here, mostly because the Carthaginians are across the ocean here, and it'll take them a while longer to be able to react. Whereas with Gaul, they're just here, pretty much, you know. So I'm going to take care of this. Plus, I've got the mission to do it anyway. That's pretty much all I can do for now. And there's my diplomat moving. See, at the end of every turn, if you don't move an army, but you've already planned a route for them to go, and you don't move that army in that turn, then they'll move automatically at the end of the turn. Okay, now this is a suitable husband for one of the my faction's female heirs. This essentially just adds a general to your army. Now I pretty much always accept this because I'm always in need of generals. Okay, just because there's so many, you know, armies that I need to create because I expand way too quickly. Okay, so I'm going to accept that. Okay, so I've got another general there. War declared. House of Brutii and Greeks. Marriage. Okay. Okay, let's move that there. I'll move my navy back over here for now. Okay, now there's some mercenaries. If you select your army and essentially click the recruitment tab, then there could be some mercenaries in the area. There's not always mercenaries, but quite a lot of the time there are. Okay, so there's some spearmen and some peltasts. Okay, so I'm going to recruit them just to bolster my army a little bit and attack this settlement here. Again, this doesn't have a wall around it, so we can just attack now. Okay, and if you right click their flag, you can see what units they have, and it's pretty much the same types of units as in our last battle up here at Segesta. Okay, so I will most likely win this battle, but you never know, you know. There's always a chance that we'll lose, especially this being hard, you know. Okay, start deployment now. Right, I'll send my cavalry over here. I should put my infantry over here. Wrong buttons. There. Now these hoplites here, as you can see, they're in you know, a phalanx formation. Okay, there's a special ability button here. Okay, that'll set them into either a standard formation or a phalanx formation. Okay, now a phalanx formation is pretty much if you want to defend them from the front. Okay, it reduces their maneuverability, and they are very vulnerable from attack from behind and the sides. But if you put them at a narrow choke point, say at the entrance to the city here, then it's one hell of a defense. Quite literally, I have won impossible battles using these guys. Okay. Again, I'm not going to use these peltasts, but they're good at. I use them mostly for defense, so which is why I've got them. Okay, so let's quickly just start the battle. Okay, the other units are over here. If you are wondering, don't need you. I'm actually going to attack them. Again, don't need you. I'll select my cavalry. I'm actually tempted to march my cavalry around here, attack from this side, just so these town militia don't get in the way. Although they won't, I suppose they won't do much damage because they'll be engaged by these guys. I'll just move my cavalry up to here before attacking the peasants or anyone like that. There's a lot of smoke and dust just being whipped up by these guys. Okay, they have for some reason taken refuge actually inside the peasants. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys can charge the peasants. Well, that was a big jump. And down here you have 3 speeds that you can do down here next to the mini map. You can triple the game speed in case you know you're going to win, and there we go. And that was just it's showing that their general dying. Yeah, so we killed 101 of them. They killed 6 of us. Not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah. The green, that green face there, that shows the settlement's happiness. Okay, if it's green, then they're all happy and stuff, and it's a low revolt risk. In fact, there's pretty much no revolt risk if it's red. If it's green, but if it's red, then they'll start rioting, and eventually, if you don't do anything about it, then they'll just rebel against you and either rejoin their former settlement, their former kind of factions, or become a rebel settlement. Okay, so I'm going to occupy the settlement. Okay, we've declared war on Carthage, and Senate mission successful. Sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble finding my words today. Now I'm just wondering where that army went that was around here. I suppose it's probably in some trees somewhere. If you find a cluster of trees and you put an army in there, then you can launch an ambush, which is good for, you know, having a battle against a larger army, because they won't be prepared or anything like that. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly add 2 more hostility onto there. And I'll end turn. Blockade port. Yeah. Yeah, this sort of thing here, and along with that, they're ports, which allow you to train ships, but also have sea trading routes. So So you can essentially, basically, if I get a trading agreement with, say, Numidia, who are over here, then it's either have a land route that goes all the way around here through like a large area, like through all of Dacia, Scythia, Armenia, and all through Egypt and North Africa till I get to them. Or I could have, it's either a small trade route from there to there, essentially. Yeah, my army isn't quite big enough yet, because they've got quite a big army here. And remember, this is hard difficulty, so I won't be able to, the AI is going to be fairly difficult. Okay. Put together this army. Now, normally I just let the Scipii family take over this entire island, but I'm actually planning on taking over Carthage and Thapsus, actually, before I go to war with Gaul, because I know Carthage is actually quite a good city to take, because they've already got like quite big, like one of the best barracks and stuff like that. Wow, an upgraded barracks, so I can train some of the better troops. Okay, how's this settlement doing? Build some roads as well. How does it do? 1 turn. Okay, pretty good. Now all of these different things in the settlement, in the construction queue, do different things. For example, the trader, increase in tradable goods and population growth. That's essentially just it. Right here is the population. Every time you recruit some unit of whatever, then the population is reduced by how big the each of these units are. For example, the town watch is 40 soldiers in it. So if I recruited a unit of town watch, then the population will go down by 40. Okay, and that's pretty much anywhere on the map. Okay, but if different sized units have different sized, we'll reduce them by different sized amounts. For example, the peasants, they have 60 soldiers in them, so the population will be reduced by 60. Now I shall build a trader and a wooden wall in there. Same in here. I'll make some barracks in there as well. Now that is actually a very small fleet. I'll need to retreat these guys back to here to recruit some more boats. End of term report. That essentially just tells me if I'm making money or not, which I am not. I lost 4,600 denarii there. Construction complete. Okay. Unit recruitment complete. Okay. Okay, so see those that Carthaginian army there was actually in some trees just there. You can tell by that little blob of green and a bit of brown. Don't know if you can see that on YouTube because it might just be a bit rubbish, to be fair. But yeah, they were in some trees, and so we couldn't see them until we got right next got close to them. So let's just quickly pull these boats back to the port over there, and we shall attack those guys. Okay, that'll treat them. We'll just attack the settlement. Now, as you can see here, this settlement has a wooden wall around it, so we cannot attack straight away. We need to build some battering ram. Okay. Now, you can't just, you know, build like a load of battering rams straight away. You have to wait. It depends on how many. See, your army has a certain amount of build points depending on the size of the army. Okay, so I guess that's just how many troops can get involved into building what, you know, each of these siege bits of siege equipment. Now, the wooden wall is a very basic defense, so there's no real like, there's no point in having siege ladders, a siege tower, or that thing, whatever it is. So the only thing we can do is build a ram. Now the ram, as you can see there, as I mouse over it, build points, they cost 50 build points. Now my army has 80 build points overall, so I can build one of them, but if I tell it to build another, then it's, as you can see here, time to build queued items. It says 2 turns if I have 2 battering rams. But if I delete one of them, it goes down to 1 turn. Okay, now preferably you always want it to be as quick as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna have it as a 1 turn. Okay, because the wooden wall is very quick to get knocked down by a battering ram. Okay, so I'm gonna maintain the siege for that 1 turn, so we can build the ram and eventually, hopefully, take over that settlement. There's no mercenaries that we can build. Well, build, I say recruit. We're still getting troops in here. Next turn I'll be able to use that army. Right, I'm actually going to ask for an alliance and trade rights with Germany. Mostly because hopefully then they'll joining the war with Gaul. Okay, and alleviate some pressure. There we go. Then now our allies. Okay, with such a well-intentioned and generous offer. Okay, so now we have a trading agreement and an alliance with them. Ooh. Now, our ships are under attack. Now, unfortunately, in Rome Total War, you cannot have a battle with ships, but in some of the later Total War games you can. Okay, but you can only automatically resolve the battle. So, yep, crushing defeat. I guess that. 672 profits. Okay. Coming of age. One of my sons or daughters' sons or something came of age and can now be a general in my army. Someone, that same guy, now has +1 command and +1 management. Okay. Construction, trader, war, trader, diplomatic information. This just shows all of what's happening in the world. Britain and Germany have declared war. Thrace and Dacia have declared war, and obviously me and House of Julii and Germany have declared an alliance. Unit recruitment, Euretium. There's that navy. Okay, so let's attack that settlement so we can get in some proper siege warfare. Now, this army here has joined in the battle, because you can see that there's that red line around it. That shows what armies will get involved in the siege, and which armies are close enough to be able to get into the siege. So that army right there only has 41 men in it, and they're all town militia, but you know they'll come and help the defenders of the settlement. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, that's good enough. Now I always move the siege equipment closer, just because it takes so long to get there, you know. It's just easier. Now, okay, let's start the battle. Okay, now a unit will automatically attach themselves to the whatever siege equipment you're using, apart from the one where they dig under the ground. You'll have to actually put them inside there. Go away. But you can tell them to drop the siege equipment. But when they've broken through the wall, they will automatically drop it. They'll like move it out of the way and then drop this equipment. But let's just move these guys closer. There's no arch towers. Yeah, these are arch towers here. Depending on what level wall you have, you'll have more and better like archer towers. They'll just fire on enemy troops essentially. Let's just speed it up so we can break through the wall. Now, I will probably be doing some of the expansions for Rome Total War, but with the Rome Total War Alexander expansion, I have installed a mod for that, which I'll probably do some recording with. I've installed a Lord of the Rings mod for it, and it's pretty damn awesome. Just some random trees just behind the wall here. Okay.
Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
Troops there. More troops. Didn't know they had a general's unit in there. Can't remember them ever being there, to be honest. I'm probably wrong. They've probably been there all along, but you know. See, I just love looking at all the buildings in this. It's quite a good level of detail. The fact that there's like this like wooden door here with a little door handle there, the hinges, a little like I don't know what that is, like some sort of decoration. Like zoomed in there. Each of these individual troops, but then you zoom out and then there's an entire city here. Now, admittedly, you know, there is a, in fact, in some of the newer Total War games like Shogun 2 and stuff like that, it's pretty much only a small like fort thing when you besiege a settlement. Admittedly, the graphics are a little better, and each of the units in each of the units are different. You know, they look different. But thing is, this you know, there's only a small fort. That is, you know, you have to actually capture the settlement as well, which should be a thing, Because I mean, this is a settlement. You have to actually capture this settlement to be able to capture the region. Now in this there are forts, but they're constructed by individual armies, and I'll probably, you know, if you move your entire army out of there, then there'll be, okay, that unit just got completely destroyed. If you move your entire army out of the fort, it'll, you know, automatically be destroyed, which can have its upsides and its downsides, I suppose. Okay, we're slightly losing this battle. I've got my cavalry coming in to help. Yeah, that's just telling me that retreating. Although the general's bodyguard here is dying slightly. These are the reinforcements that came in. Okay, I was just talking about that one unit. Okay, there goes the general. Should be a bit easier now. I'm gonna quickly get my general out there because he's like right in the middle of them. Don't want one general in the middle of them. The passing of on this game is quite bad, but it's quite an old game. You know, it's not new. It came out in like 2004, I believe. It's now 2013. Just shows that I still love this game after many years. Now it's either 2004 that is the year it came out, or the year that I brought it. I can't quite remember. Now those guys seem quite hell-bent on destroying my general. So I'm just gonna quickly just show them my troops. Now this has been quite a hard battle because I made a few small mistakes. Now my general's on this side, so I'm gonna have to I'll just turn the unit around, basically. Okay. Now charging with your cavalry against a unit that's facing away from the cavalry will cause mass murder, essentially. It's more effective than charging the front, because the front now have their shields and you know, is better. Okay, so after that, see, I had 100 troops exactly killed of the two armies, but I killed 172 troops anyway, so yeah, that was at least successful, I suppose. Okay, now as you can see, the face is red. Okay, now loyalty potential for riots. So I'm going to exterminate the populace, even populants? What? I don't know. That